Dad already pays support.
We have a child to take care of. He should have been helping all this time.
But now Mom wants even more.
Why did he pay off your debt?
We had to first be able to be friends and co-parent first before we were able to be into a relationship. We're trying to work on being in a relationship together.
You're giving me a lot of gobbledygook. Why did he pay off your debt?
Judge Judy.
Mr. Cervantes, this is actually not a very difficult case, sir. You and the defendant had a relationship, then got back together again.
Correct.
And you have a child together?
Yes.
And when you got back together again, that was in 2018?
Correct.
When in 2018?
Around March, February, March, around there.
And at that time, according to what you tell me, Miss Hammonds told you that she was pregnant
Yes.
with your child.
Yes.
So, according to you, the two of you decided to try to make a go of a life together.
Yes.
And one of those things was to try to get a home together.
Correct.
So far, is there anything that Mr. Cervantes has told me that's incorrect?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that?
It was not in March. It was closer to April.
So,
and
April.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
April.
Yes.
What else?
We were never actually together in a relationship. We had just discussed trying to at least be friends to be able to co-parent together because we have never been able to co-parent together very well.
Okay. I'm going to ask you this question, and I'm going to just remind you that you're supposed to be honest with me.
Okay.
Did you ever tell Mr. Cervantes that you were pregnant after April of 2018?
No, ma'am.
Tell me then, in your own words, why Mr. Cervantes cleaned up your debt of over $5,000.
Your Honor, it wasn't over $5,000. My debt was not. It was about $1,000.
Okay. He has some evidence there. He'll try to show me that it was closer to $5,000. You say it was closer to $1,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Then I'd like you to tell me, in your words, why he would clean up your debt of $1,000. If you were going to try to co-parent.
Your Honor, so what it is I had just got out of a really bad relationship, and I had talked to him, and we were just trying to be friends at that point.
$1,000. So stop making your mind go and figuring out a story. Why did he pay off, if you weren't living together, weren't going to try to live together, in your words, you were just going to try to be friends and co-parent, why did he pay off your debt?
Your Honor, I was trying to say that we had to first come together and be able to be friends and co-parent first before we were able to be into a relationship. So the goal
what does that mean? What does that mean? Be friends and come together? Right now you're giving me a whole lot of baloney. Does that mean you were going to live together as friends and not be intimate together? Does that mean that you were going to live in your house and he was going to live in his house, but he was going to have the child half the time and you were going to have the child half the time? Do you understand? You're giving me a lot of gobbledygook, a lot of nonsense. What does it mean?
Your Honor.
I know who I am.
The problem is that we have not got along within the last 10 years. There has been domestic violence issues. There's been a lot of stuff. So with that being said, when we came together, after
what does that mean, coming together? Coming together is
I just got out of a really bad relationship.
What does it mean, coming together?
Just trying to be two people that did not speak or really have any type of relationship or anything besides co-parenting at that point.
Did that mean you were moving in with him?
No, I was not moving in with him at that point yet, Your Honor. I had my own place to live.
That's all I'm going to know. So you had your own place.
Yes.
You still haven't gotten to why he paid off your debt. You've been around with it, but I haven't heard anything. Just tell me why he paid off your debt. Was he being a nice guy?
Because we were trying to work on being in a relationship together. I was actually losing the place that I lived in. So I was actually in the process of I didn't have any money for rent. Like I said, I had just got out of a relationship. So moving forward, because it was a very bad relationship, I had let him know, I'm not ready to be in another relationship. I was down for 3 weeks. I was depressed. It was not a good time.
Care. Why did he pay off your debt?
Go in ahead and let him know. Now, I was going ahead and I was going to lose my place. So we had discussed getting a place together because he did not have his own place. He lived with his mother. I had my own place. I let him know, hey, do you want to come in and move in with here? Let's try to see what we can do. But because he said that it was way too far away from his job, that's why we decided to try to get another place.